Have you ever done any kind of sanding and said to yourself, I don't need to wear a mask. I'm only going to be doing this for a short time? Well, you might be right. It may not cause any long-term damage if you're only doing it for a short time or only doing it once, but it can still affect your lungs. You might realize the next day that you are coughing or having a hard time breathing. Now, imagine working in that type of environment every day for your entire shift. Yeah, that can do some serious damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's why the U.S. Department of Labor has recently released a proposed rulemaking that they hope will reduce silica dust exposure and do a better job of protecting the health of workers in the mining industry. As a reminder, if you have questions, you can just email us at info@cnsoccmed.com or just fill out the form below and a CNS Occupational Healthcare Specialist will help you out. These changes are coming as a result of a recent study from researchers at the University of Illinois, Chicago. This study found a clear link between silica exposure and severe black lung disease in contemporary U.S. coal miners. They found that silica exposure is a driving force behind rising rates of coal workers' pneumoconiosis. Basically, this rule change would ensure miners have at least the same level of protection as workers in other industries. There are several changes that would be coming if and when the rule is official. 1. The permissible exposure limit, or PEL, drops to 50 micrograms per cubic meter of air, and that goes down from 100. 2. If the PEL is exceeded, mine operators need to take immediate corrective actions. 3. If a miner's exposure exceeds the PEL, exposure sampling, periodic sampling, and corrective actions are required. 4. Medical surveillance will be provided to miners at no cost. And 5. Operators need to replace existing respiratory protection standard requirements. According to Chris Williamson, the Assistant Secretary for Mine Safety and Health, the purpose of this proposed rule is simple: prevent more miners from suffering from debilitating and deadly occupational illnesses by reducing their exposure to silica dust. Miners should never be forced to choose between preserving their health and providing for themselves and their families.
I think I'm getting the black lung, Bob. It's not very well ventilated down there.
With this rule, it is expected that the risk of death from silica exposure will decrease by 9.5%. If you have questions or think that your company needs to increase protection for workers from silica exposure, you can contact us by filling out the form below, emailing us at info@cnsoccmed.com, or calling us at 1-800-551-9816, and an occupational healthcare specialist will help you out.
Merman!